Now here, the Austin is an English jurist in England. Now his theory is considered as the law is a command of sovereign backed by sanction, that we'll see later on. Now why he was so strict? Because he joined the English army and he found that in army there is a strict discipline. In army there is no choice for discretion. When the law is issued, when the command is issued, you are under obligation to follow the law, and therefore he made a law in a strict sense. He is regarded as a father of English jurisprudence. He is regarded as father of English jurisprudence. English jurisprudence, which is devoted to the command of sovereign. Now, why this is possible? Because the England has its control over half of the world, or more than half of the world. The English colonies, the English king, the English royal authority was in power, was ruler in many nations, in many countries. Many countries were the British colonies, and therefore the Britishers was having power. Britishers was having power, and therefore wherever English ruled, wherever British people went, they followed the ideas and concepts which has been developed in England by different jurists like Bentham and Austin, especially the Westminster model or representative form of democracy. Okay. Now, this Austin is regarded as father of English jurisprudence because he has developed the system of parliamentary democracy. Next, he is regarded as a founder of analytical school. He is regarded as founder of analytical school. What is analytical school? That we'll see later. Means he said every legal concept, every law is subject to analysis, analytical jurisprudence, as said by Bentham. The same thing was said by Austin, but the Bentham's literature was not published. It came into the light latter time after Austin. But whatever Austin has said is already told by Bentham, and therefore the limelight was catched by Austin. Okay, now Austin has confined the study of jurisprudence to a study of law as it is. This is the characteristic feature of Austin, that he confined the study of jurisprudence. He said the subject of jurisprudence, what we want to study in jurisprudence is only the law as it is, means the law which is made by the parliament is only subject matter of jurisprudence. That law which is actual, which is real, that only we should study in jurisprudence. And therefore he defined the law, and rest of the things, that how the law should be, how the law should be defined or designed, all these are considered as a science of legislation. This science of legislation is not a part of analytical jurisprudence or of jurisprudence. It is a part of philosophical jurisprudence. Philosophy, where we discuss about the betterment, but the analytical school studies the existing framework of law, existing legal system. He defined the law as a rule. Now this is a rule. What is a rule? Rule is an order issued by the ruler. Rule is an order issued by the ruler. Whatever order issued by the ruler is considered as a rule. This rule laid down, of course, by the ruler. For what purpose? What is the object of this rule? The guidance of an intelligent being. Now, this is a condition. This is a condition. What he says, that the law is nothing but a rule which is laid down for the guidance, for the rule of conduct, or for the behavior, for the regulation of conduct of an intelligent being. Means the law, the rule can be understood only by the intelligent being. Means you must have that kind of maturity to understand the law. Now, this rule is issued by an intelligent being. Law is a rule issued by intelligent being for an intelligent being. That intelligent being who has a power over him. Means the ruling power. This is nothing but a ruling power. This ruling power possessed by an intelligent being, and therefore for the guidance of another intelligent being, whatever the rules are issued, they are considered as law according to Austin. And therefore his concept of law is based upon power of superior. Of course, the power which is muscle power, military power. Okay. And therefore, he regards the supremacy, the superiority of power. That power has nothing to do with the justice. Whether your law is justified or not, whether your law is good or bad, you have to follow the law. There is no option to the ordinary human being but to follow the law. There is no chance, means there is no option but to follow the law. But to follow the law irrespective whether it is good or bad. Whether that law is a good, whether that law is a bad, you need not to think about it, but you just under obligation to obey the rule, whatever the rule issued by the sovereign, you have to follow that, and therefore the Austin is considered as hardcore positivist. The positivism which believes that the law shall be issued by the sovereign, the law should be made by human being for another human being. But here he said that the law is within the steel frame. You cannot abrogate, you cannot go beyond the law. And therefore, the law which has been prescribed by the Britishers for Indians, the Indians are under obligation to follow the law, and therefore in the name of law the Britishers have created a huge impact, a huge command over the British colonies like British India. And the Britishers do justified their power, do justified their existence with the help of the theory propounded by Austin.